Hello, Narc. Welcome. Yeah, this has just been a very particularly busy week. Unfortunately, I haven't had much time to be able to sit down and actually do things I wanted to do. So now we have to do things I kind of want to do that just kind of take a little bit priority and less effort to set up. So, not really much I could do about that. Okay. Ooh. What was I doing last time? Oh, fuck. I forgot. Shit. I forgot this is what I was doing. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'll take care of it. Man who is not about to take care of anything. Okay, really quickly. I already have it. What did I say I was going to catch this thing in? Did I say a dive ball or a net ball? Netball? What the fuck? Why did I do that? Premier ball? Look, man, you could tell I don't play it. I don't have a ton of time. Shit. It's not like I intentionally wanted to lie about it. Oh, fuck me. What am I catching this thing in? Yeah, fuck it. Dive balls just look too good. So whatever. There you go. As soon as I start talking, my voice dies, as usual. Always a plan. Love it. Magnificent. Okay. Might as well do some battle zones. Shoot the shit. Oh, did the new multiplayer season start? I think it did, right? Very nice. Yeah, isn't this great? You can have Marsh Shadow and all these other fucking Pokemon in this. Isn't this epic? And here I am just wanting to find fucking Trico at all. And look how they treat me. And the sad part is I need to find a bunch. I'm so screwed. I ain't even gonna pretend, bro. Lamp hits with fire types. Oh. Is this a teleport? Yes, it is. Okay, thank you. Had me worried for a second it wasn't going to hit properly. Damn, Altaria is slow. Okay, very nice. Oh, you have to land hits. Okay, I'll do that. And super effective hits with water types. For Alligator, halfway stuck in the wall. Thank you. Ah! You see how bullshit this is? Like, there's literally not enough room to actually sneak up on him. Look at this. Are we due for the Prime 4 verdict? Yeah, I'll have the time this weekend. I'll do it. Not to infinitely cock tease it, I swear. But it's done. I just have to put footage on it. Obviously, the footage is just from the playthrough. That's just all I have to do. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't had the time, and then I have to render it. And if I have to do it basically before I go to bed because it's gonna take a while to render. Not a ton of time. Okay, I don't have to do it before I go to bed. It's just I can't really do much. Trust me, you're not gonna miss too much, bro. Hey, this game is mid, guys. Wow, what the fuck? How could he say such a thing? Yeah, it'll just be that. A whole bunch. Okay. No, I knew that was coming. No. Ridiculous. I mean, I basically gave the verdict at the end of every playthrough. So like you didn't really miss much, truthfully. Like I pretty much told you what I thought about it, you know? Again, all these people hyping up 18 years. It wasn't in development 18 years. That's a little disingenuous to say, oh, well, I waited 18 years for a sequel. We kind of weren't really promised a sequel. We just had like a teaser cutscene, you know? So I think people are definitely being a little bit, oh my god. I did not know that she could run around the corner like that. That was mildly terrifying. I think people are being a little bit hyperbolic when they're like, oh, it was 18 years for me to find it. I think that's a little hyperbolic. I don't think that's true at all. I'm not saying that, I don't want to say they're super disingenuous and super lying, but I do think they are, you know. I don't know, man. What is it, bargaining? I don't even know. I've had so many games I thought would be really good be mid or bad. At this point, I'm just kind of unfazed by it a little bit. You just kind of learn that that's just how it is. People are denying it's bad? Who? I feel like that some people are like, oh, well, I enjoyed the game. And it's like, yeah, I enjoyed the game too, but I wouldn't say it's a particularly great game. And so it came out, I don't know if you saw the article today, but apparently, and they're being very transparent about this, apparently they knew the desert wasn't going to be that great. Oh no, we deserve its way. We deserve way better. I don't even think it's shit. Like I said, I don't even think it's shit. I just think it could have been much better and should have been much better. But yeah, like, oh shit. Nope. Very nice. But they came out either today or yesterday, and they were like, yeah, well, we wanted to change the desert, but we couldn't bear to restart any more development, basically, because the game had already been restarted so much. I don't know about incompetent partisans. I might say that they're incompetent. I don't know if I call them partisans. Hello, Devin. Hello, Biff. I think they genuinely had an idea. They even said in this one article, like, hey, you know, like we could, you know, we want open world Metroid, right? Because they had open world Mario in development at the time, and they had Breath of the Wild in development. They're like, well, what about open world Metroid? And I think it just ends up that open world Metroid just doesn't really work the same way that it might work for like any other major franchise. Open world Metroid just does not work in the same way, basically. It just doesn't. I mean, look, if nothing else, you know, it's obvious that it's sold the best out of anything. It's one of the only games on the Switch, too. It's damn near a launch title, effectively. It's a launch year title, sure, but it's very, very early, and there's not like there's a ton of games for the Switch, too. Your options are basically Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, and this game. Holy shit. I didn't even move after that, by the way. It's bullshit. I literally did not even move, and the game said, oh, we see you. How the fuck does that even work? Well, whatever. I love how that actually just sounds like a bear. Yeah, like Metroid, the best part of Metroid should be that it pushes you into certain places, certain situations. You feel like you're exploring an open world, but in reality, and I've said this many times, most Metroid games are painfully linear. Even the ones that aren't like Prime and Other M, they are painfully linear. Very linear experiences. But I think what Metroid allows is either A, sequence breaking, or very interesting ways to interact with the environment. And there are ways to do open world for Metroid, I could imagine, but just dumping a big area and then linking it together, I think they even acknowledged it was like Skyward Sword a bit, was definitely not the fucking play. And look, I'm all for having an environment where like you have to travel and you really get to take in the beauty of the environment a lot, but I mean, a huge part of that also has to be like, hey, you have to have stuff to do in it, you know, and that was the biggest thing about it, is that there just was no stuff to do in it, really. Like, actually, it's not even like Sonic Frontiers, you know, where, oh, you complete more levels, more stuff loads in and loads into the world and stuff. Yeah, not everything has to be open world. I do prefer open world games, because I think you have your own, you know, it's more personal, right? Like, I can tell you right now, some of the best playthroughs I've ever had were open world playthroughs. What the fuck? What? What the? What? Wait, how does that make any sense? What? How'd she even show up here? Wait, am I blind? Or did she just fucking poof into existence? I probably have to fix the EVs on this Pokemon, by the way. That's gonna be very fun. Since I'm not gonna get another female Meganium. Yeah, the world can be open and still lifeless. That is totally true. But I do enjoy moments of just pure, like, awe. Like, you really get to take in the world for what it is, you know what I mean? That's something I feel like Ghost of Tsushima had, like, in spades, you know? It's like, hey, just ride around and just look at how beautiful this world is. Something that Assassin's Creed Shadows needs to a T. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say, like, Elden Ring is, like, just kind of meaningless open world. I don't think it's that bad, but, you know, I can understand, like, you prefer the more linear level design that's curated, right? Again, it all comes down to curated content, right? Like, would it have been more fun if it was more, well, I don't know, fleshed out? Because when it's open world, you kind of have to, you know, expect that people will approach it from any angle, which means by default it can't be as curated. Tears of the Kingdom kind of does a good job of this, right? Obviously what they did there was very ambitious, and I think it does a very good job with it. My biggest complaint is that Tears of the Kingdom drops like half of Breath of the Wild and acts like Breath of the Wild never happened. Which is like absolutely insanely stupid. Not me waiting for the Tears of the Kingdom mod that combines Breath of the Wild with Tears. Oh no. We're not getting any of this done, by the way. People rightfully brag at Bethesda in terms of sheer exploration. They're second to none. Find a little unmarked nook. There's stuff there. I mean, the only thing I will say is eventually the problem with it is that you kind of just start looting a bunch of shit. Now, maybe if you play on harder difficulties, you know, everything feels a little more meaningful. But I would say that's one of the things about Bethesda games that are kind of whatever, is like, oh, here's more ammo for the gun. I already have like a pound of it. Yeah, Elden Ring's cool when you just go and look at stuff. The dungeons definitely could have been more personalized. Like, I like the idea of, you know, smaller dungeons off the side, more open world stuff is cool because things kind of can be more spontaneous. Hit it. Thank you. I wanted her to see me because the day's about to end, so I need to hit her. Well, what about New Vegas? Are we just dropping New Vegas from that lineup? Like, as much as people shit on Fallout 4, and there are a lot of things I think that are worse in 4 than they were in 3 in New Vegas, I do have to say, like, Fallout 4 really felt good. All those Fallouts felt good. But since now we've heard that they're going to remaster it again, I'm not going to play it again. I wonder if I could get my refund. Probably not. Good thing it was only $2. Or what was it, like $5? Something like that. Is it? I didn't feel like New Vegas was that small. Could be me. I didn't feel like it was that small. 1-star Sableye hole. Oh! Oh, shit, we have to do this. Megastone hole. Pumpkaboo. Snorunt. We already have 3 Carvanas. Normal Farfetch'd is useless. Not my fault. I would have given it an evolution. Don't look at me. Blame Game Freak. Panpour. Oh, shit, an Eevee hole. Larvitar. Alright, let's do the Megastone, obviously. That kind of matters more, because it's showing up as random. I feel like exploring around in Fallout 4 didn't really net me much, though. To be completely fair. Like, after a point, we kind of, like, I'm just picking up random weapons. I'm like, yeah, they might be cool weapons or whatever, but they basically are just, like, carbon copies of the shit I already had, you know? Where's Pyroar? Oh, we do have a Dragonite. Yeah, I think New Vegas is just the most fun. It just has some of the best gameplay. You kind of can't really beat that. Alright, you know what? Let's go make some donuts first. We kind of have a good amount of berries. That's why I have to replay New Vegas, because it's been so long. I haven't done a playthrough in forever. I just think it's the best Fallout they put out, which makes it extra funny that they hate that it's the best Fallout. Or at least the one people love the most. Because people go crazy for it. Okay. Introducing legendary drops as a concept. It could be fine, but it needs to not... It's too common, you know? And once it's too common, it just doesn't feel as good, you know what I mean? Like, was it fun to find a handful of weapons? Sure. When legendary stop being that one unique gun that only spawns once, and they become, hey, pretty much every gun has like a unique version of it that you could just find and they non-stop give it to you, it stopped being as cool. Like, after a certain point, A, it's the only type of gun I'll use. 4 minutes, is that really enough time? I feel like I'm about to get robbed. I'm gonna get screwed. There's gonna be some crazy mega I'm not gonna beat. Let me get Pyroar its Megastone, by the way. Even though this is not an EV trained Pyroar, I really should... What the fuck is that? Oh, Golisopod has a Mega? Oh, Lord. Did I miss it? I wasn't looking. I looked away. God damn it. No. Okay. I'm not totally going nuts. No, it's bug water. Shit. Honestly, I think Meganium's just the way to go. But I should have given Pyroar its Mega Stone ages ago. Okay. To be fair, 9 out of every 10 legendary sucks, yeah, but like Devin said, the final legendary you find will just completely change gameplay. Which could be good, like, I don't know, within... Wait, is this the actual Mega Form? Wait, what's different? I'm very Ah! Can you stop spamming it, dick? Oh my god, it's on 4 legs. That's what it is. It has double the limbs. And that's why we don't use liquidation, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. Liquidation's awful in this game. You might as well just use Whirlpool. Waterfall, sorry. Liquidation's dog shit. Also, let me know if the volume is too high, as usual. Oh my god, we are doing no damage to this thing. Alright, we actually want to die here. What type is it? Oh my god, please die. I think I have the wrong Pokemon for this. I don't know if I can win this. It's weak to fire, so I guess, does it lose the water type? Oh, I guess it does. Okay. Bug fighting? No, it's resistant to normal. What resists normal? Steel? Is it bug steel now? Okay. No, because then wouldn't it be quad effective? Maybe it is. Okay, good thing I gave this thing its Mega Stone. No, because then it would be... No, bug resists ground. That is true. Stop! Stop! Yeah, Iron Head. Oh, it becomes Bug Steel. Why the fuck? That is so weird. Oh, it flinched me. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Man, when I need luck like that, I never get it. I'm so pissed. That's so dumb. Help! Not even gonna waste my time on other shitty moves. Alright, very nice. It wasn't that bad. Shocker, it wasn't that bad. Golisopite. Okay. Are you healed? Yes, okay, thank you. Alright, we can retire Pyroar again. I do have an Emboar, I just haven't really used it. I feel like every Pokemon that we catch on the other version of the game, I'm going to bring over to this one. Also, a lot of the Pokemon we've caught in previous games, I'll just bring over here. Yeah, the problem is that legendaries can have shit that's just way better than even unique weapons. I mean, like, come on, the Bleed Pistol, man, that was just complete free. That was free. It's to the point where it's like, we get to the Devil May Cry 2 argument, where it's like, well, should I play shittier when the game allows me to cheese? You know, I can see both sides of it, right? You know, sometimes you want to mix it up. At least with Devil May Cry 2, to come to its defense a bit, right? With Devil May Cry 2, at least you could argue that the levels are short, so you could kind of just like fuck around. You don't have to play like a full 80-hour commitment playthrough to never use anything broken. Whereas, I did not want to talk to these idiots. This is against my consent. I don't like option 2 and option 3 per se. I just think option 1's the way to go. Both option 1 and option 3 lack impact. I think we should go with my suggestion, option 2. My proposal, option 3, is the most fitting of all, but you two just refuse to budge, don't you? Well, then how about we ask this young person here for his opinion? Now, there's a good idea at last. We're getting nowhere just going around in circles ourselves. You there, young man, could you give us a hand? See, this street needs a new name, one that will really grab people's attention. We want to draw more visitors to our street with a name that captures the imagination. So why don't you help us decide? After all, this town belonged to your generation someday. We each came up with our own idea. Lumio's Grand Avenue, I know it's a bit too grand for this little old street, but I know it's how we'll entice people to visit. My proposal is Mega Evolution Road. Of course, it's not really anything related to Mega Evolution, but isn't it evocative? Boulevard Boulevard. Might as well tell people what they're in for. Oh my god. They've all got their selling points. It's going around a circle between fire, water, and grass types. Which name would I pick? I don't know. Alright, bye. I'm never going to remember this quest in like a month when I get around to it, am I? Yeah, like, because I got one lucky, like, weapon drop, the entirety of my gameplay changed. And, like, it's not like I simply, you know, it's like, why wouldn't I use the pistol that A, has a ton of ammo, and B, is just a good fallback weapon? Like, I started killing shit way above my level way early in the playthrough because I had that pistol. Now, is that bad game design? Well, you know, random loot is fine. By definition, it means that someone's playthrough is going to be different from another's. I think the biggest problem is that the scaling on it was just too strong early on. Now, if it became a stronger scale later on, where it became really good later on, I'd kind of be like, okay, that makes sense, right? Like, you know, like, why wouldn't I want that, you know? But the problem is that at, what was it, like level 8? That was like stream 2 or 3, maybe stream 4. I had this gun, I basically kept the whole fucking game. I was blasting through Death Claws because bleed is just broken in that game. You know what it really reminded me of? Bleed warrior builds in Warcraft back in the day. Absolutely insane the shit you could get away with. Ow. Yeah, and we're not even on to like the armor, but I feel like the weapons really break the game more than armor. Just being honest, I feel like weapons break the game more because being able to kill stuff means you could get into places you shouldn't be allowed into. That, I feel, breaks things way more than armor could. Because you could have good armor and still just not kill anything. I think the ability to kill things way above your level is exactly what makes it so broken. Like, once you can reliably... Thank you. Once you can reliably kill things that are like, you know, a couple levels above you, things just aren't a threat the same way that like having high defense would be. It's very rare that high defense is usually that broken. Usually high defense is more like a curse. I wouldn't say a curse, but being able to kill stuff high means you could just play really safely and maybe get away with it. Oh yeah, I remember Fall About London. We were kind of talking about that. Bro, am I going to be able to catch this shiny save the line? Probably not. I got a piece of armor that was supposed to cause melee attackers to be disarmed, but it was disarming shooters. Yeah, they probably didn't make it check to see what weapon they were using. It just says if an enemy hits you at all, roll the chance to make them drop their weapon. But then on the other side, you have Mass Effect, and I was talking with Gundam Otaku about this. I don't know if he's home yet. I could drag him in here for a little bit. But one of the things I hated about Mass Effect was that, like, builds didn't matter in Mass Effect 2 and 3. Like, effectively, there's no more creativity in Mass Effect 2 and 3. You just kind of fuck around, and every class is like it's one optimized build. Maybe two. Whereas in Mass Effect... How'd you miss that? What? Wait, Moonblast? Didn't I give you Dazzling Gleam? By the way, my neighbors are still pounding upstairs. In case you were wondering how that was going, they're still pounding. Boom, 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 boom. Damn. Many such cases. I was playing that mod day one. Yeah, it's probably been fixed. You know how modders are. Modders are very anal about someone and you playing their mod wrong. Or maybe not. You know, sometimes speedrun strats and stuff don't get patched because they're like, whatever, that's how the game is. But maybe they'll probably patch that because that's broken. No one can touch you without you reflecting their bullet or dropping their weapon. Yeah, I could see how that would be disgusting. Fuck. I hear another Alpha Sableye. We actually need to run through here. Did you see those red jewels it had for eyes? That was crazy. Okay, thank you. Oh my god, he's aggressive. You know what this music kind of reminds me of? Like a Zelda dungeon. But yeah, if you could get special stats, that is broken, because that could allow you to do things you wouldn't normally do. I feel like it's not as broken as it would be if it was like a normal Fallout game, you know what I mean? Does that kind of make sense? Like, if it was like a modern day normal Fallout game, I feel like it would be way more broken. Or I shouldn't say a modern day, because that shit came out 10 years ago. You know what I mean. It's not the same like it used to be. Stuck. I think legendary gear would have been fine if it was endgame. Because it's not endgame and you could get it literally right at the start. Shit, and because you can't scale it. You know what I like? I like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey that you could get really good gear, but it's not like super broken. Like, I felt like things were still a reasonable challenge even with the gear. It's probably in the Pokemon Center. No? What in the fuck? Where is it? Oh, I'm gonna lose this shit, aren't I? Jeppy New Vegas Turbo. I never use drugs. In real life and in video games, dude. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Dude, you can't even see this from up top. That's so wild. Thank you. Is basically free bullet time. Damn, so my playthrough could have been even easier, you're telling me? That's wild. Think about how easy it was to begin with. It could have been even easier. I could have been John Wicking it. Alright, whatever. Maybe I should have given myself 30 minutes. Could you imagine? Ow. Okay, let's go do our daily, or our nightly, whatever. And 4, it also did weird things to physics. Yeah, you're floaty. Yeah, I know. I could see that. It's a shame that they have these crazy fucking engines, and it just seems like they never really do much with them. Alright, we have to take this seriously, because I could technically get someone really high level, and I could be in for a world of hurt if I don't have, you know, my typical party members. Speaking of which, where the hell are they? Oh my god, and we get this guy. Wow, what a waste. That's funny. We move beyond the age of ranks. We live in the infinite now. That's like anti-Xenoblade 3. Okay. I will never win the first draw. I give up. I give up. Huh. Dude. Oh no. Ow, that fucking sucks. Punch it. Oh, that wasn't enough? Curses. Well, that's not stab, so it's fine. Yeah, why is it that every game is like space jump? But that's the thing, like, I don't even think I hate space jump that much. Can you get off the spikes? Thank you. It's classic, sure, but that doesn't mean every game needs it. Being doomed to lose again and again. Yes, that would be one way to make the battles feel endless. Dude, a third grader is having an existential crisis. Well, also because your team is ass, brother. Like, remember when COD wanted to be Halo? I know, like, double jump's cool, but it, you know, FPS's, it doesn't really lend itself very well. I feel. We're never getting that Master Ball back, by the way. I had an actual Yugi Moto moment. I'm never getting Exodia back. It's over. It's actually fucking over. You never think it'll happen to you until you realized it like an hour late and way too late to fucking undo, man. You always think you'll be safe, and you are absolutely not that guy, pal. You are not that guy. It will happen to you, and you will suffer. Yeah, not usually FPSs. I wouldn't really, I mean, like, as much as I say Metroid Prime is an FPS, it's not really. I caught a Curlia with it. I mean, it could be worse, obviously, but, you know, wouldn't it have been cooler to catch Mewtwo? If I had to use it, gun to my head, you know, wouldn't it have been cooler to have Mewtwo in a Master Ball? Well, I actually already have one. That's why I caught the Let's Go Eevee Mewtwo in. So I guess we'll bring that one over. So technically that actually already happened. Okay. Y'all like 23 minutes? How do you feel about 23 minutes? You think this is a waste of a donut? 23 minutes to get a fucking shiny? We could do a 3-star. Actually, yeah, let's get a 3-star donut in here. Unfortunately, 3-star is right in that, like, weird cusp of difficult to get. By the way, genuinely, what am I supposed to do during the day in this game? Playing longer, I almost found myself daily and annoyed almost daily. I can't jump. They do it to make you explore in the intended way, but sometimes I look at a small ledge. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, why am I being blocked out by whatever the fuck, right? It's just weird. How am I being blocked by like a trash can? To be fair, you know, like it's easy for us to be omniscient and be like, oh, well, I would just move the trash can out the way. I would just do this. I would just do that. But, you know, if our character is like, you know, James Sunderlanding it through the game, like, you know, would you think the same way? Like, if I wandered into Silent Hill, that game is going to be fucking disgusting, by the way. It's going to look like Sayano Uda. Which will be extra funny for everyone playing and very unfun for me. That is not the language I want to hear. Yeah, why can't I fall more than a foot? Like, maybe if you were in big, heavy gear, I would get it, but I don't know. It's always video game logic, you know? By the way, because this is so refreshable, we're just gonna do it. You know, maybe I should have given myself 20 minutes. I don't know. How many minutes did it say I had for this? I didn't even look. It's one tier above what it should be. So that's good enough for me. What prawn game am I going on about? Sayano Uda is not a prawn game. It's actually a horror visual novel. In the same vein as Doki Doki. Oh shit, what was the list of games I was supposed to look at again? Damn, I closed it. Whoops. Oh, I could just go look back and look at the chat on YouTube. Never mind. It's not that bad. It does? Never mind. I didn't know it had actual intimate scenes. Holy shit. It sounds like Death Stranding. Dude, Death Stranding did overworld traversal really fucking well. Like, if you went into Death Stranding like expecting tons of combat like Phantom Pain, I could see why you'd be like, what the fuck? But I'm like halfway through it. I actually really like the overworld traversal. But that's because I like traversing the overworld. I think the overworld in any game, well, not any game, right? Certain games, right? Is just fun. It's like a challenge to get from A to B. The food smell system? Oh, Lord. You know, you ever not want to eat certain foods? Increase it. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Every single decision you make has consequence. I thought maybe like food would go bad and you have to smell it to know if you should cook with it. Speaking of which, I think I need to eat something today. I've been super dieting. You know how like I'll play a video game and I'll just go super hard in the paint? Like for example, when I was playing Howling Blade, and I was just like doing non-stop streams of Howling Blade, and I was basically holding my entire channel and like mental being and, you know, everything else. I was holding it up just so I could beat that fight. Yeah, I'm doing that now, but with my diet. I am on a complete minimalist diet. Which means I'm kind of on edge at all times, which is not a great feeling. Oh, great. Ah, yes. Mumdani's New York. Very nice. This obviously never happened before. Of course. Oh, they're coming this way. Magnificent. Come on, honk again. Yeah! I love it. I love living in New York. But as I say that, I know I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, so I'm doomed. Was that an alpha? I wasn't listening. You know what we have yet to get? A shiny alpha. That's what we have yet to get. So we have about 4 EVs, I think, if I were to look. Oh, we already have a shiny. We have a shiny Boniri over in the back. You can see it. It's pink. Yet another one. Isn't that great? Ash, are you there? What shinies do you have? We might have to trade. I'm starting to get too many of the same shinies. Any of you guys like Mass Effect? You know, what is the primal male urge to want to reinforce a wall? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, any of y'all ever play Rainbow Six Siege? Back, I don't know if it's changed now, but back in the day when you could put up all those crazy amounts of walls and shit. Something about that is so fucking awesome. I love that. I'm sure it's nothing like that in real life, but I don't know, man. Like, I just want to drag this shit out, raise it up, and then reinforce it. Alpha Eevee, by the way. Can't play... No, not just multiplayer games, right? Oh, well, you're saying you never played it. So, if you could look it up, Rainbow Six Siege has some of the coolest animations for reinforcing. It's so good. Like, you'll walk up to a wall, and you'll drop this, like, big piece of metal, like, reinforcement, and you'll just, like, yank it up. It's like on a... What do they call it? Like a scissor lift? Not scissor lift. What do they call those things? Like, it scissors up, and it reinforces the fucking wall, man. It's so cool. There's this one dude that could put down, like, bulletproof walls and shit. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that you could do. Like, it's... I don't know what it is, man. Like, when you board up a window in Rainbow Six, that shit's fun. I played Legion. So what you would do with Legion is you throw down traps. I think they're called goo mines, G-U mines, and basically it's like a modified version of like a dart trap that someone steps on, and it puts a dart in them that causes them to lose health over time unless they pull it out, which leaves them very vulnerable when they do. I like playing Legion. That was fun. I had fun back in the day playing Siege. That, like, 2016 multiplayer era was really good for me. And it's all gone now. It's all doomed. Hello, Herna. But yeah, do y'all like Mass Effect? Because I might want to play Mass Effect again. Gundam Otaku's been playing it, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I should play it. I should go back. Play it one more time. Because what I want to do is I want to play Mass Effect 2 on Insanity. And honestly, like... I'm probably going to be so fucking bad at it now. Would I do the whole series? Maybe. I've never done Mass Effect 3 on Insanity. I don't actually know what I should do for it. Mass Effect 2 on Insanity I did once ages ago. And basically, it was, I just did it blind. I didn't know what I was getting into. I just had a general idea of how the game plays out. And I did a 100% playthrough of Mass Effect 2. Well, all the major missions, you know, all the major stuff. You know, normally, I don't know, maybe some people... Actually, that's a good Google search. Congratulations on your Savage Clear. Mass Effect 2 Insanity Achievement. Worst ending? Can you do it? Yeah. Can you get the worst ending and still get the achievement? 2 years ago, I got the worst ending in Mass Effect 2 without even trying. Yeah, here we go. Game facts 4 years ago. No, you don't get insanity if everyone dies. Damn. What? I read that it works, but never mind. I got it anyway with a couple of deaths. Okay, so that's ambiguous. Who the fuck knows, I guess. Let's see. No idea, actually. Tips for insanity difficulty. I actually don't know. Can I just run through only the required missions? I can't confirm. Keep it to a credits roll. You could do the achievement insanity if you do the minimum. I don't know. Maybe you have to survive. I don't know. I don't know if you could get the worst ending. Not that I would do it. Apparently achievement for insanity. Okay. Well, what we need to do is I need to try to do insanity on Mass Effect 1 anyway. And that requires you to do... You usually do it on the third playthrough because you actually have resources. I couldn't imagine doing insanity from a new game. That must be insane at all. I actually have to kind of path it a bit. And see, that's the thing. I don't want to make people sit through 100 hours of Mass Effect. I feel like it might be fun, right? I don't know. Maybe, and I'll throw a football here into the distance between Devin and Viv and Narg and even maybe Ash. Maybe they just want to watch me suffer and die 100 times in Mass Effect 2. Maybe that's good content. And it's something I want to do anyway for the achievement. I was promised less shit! That guy's gonna have to pick it up later. New Year's resolution. Hey, I never said it was a New Year's resolution. It was like an unofficial promise. It was a reassurance. It's not because I hate myself. Or whatever the hell he said. It's because I fucking got here late. And Gundam Otaku will be ready in like 2 hours. Even less than an hour. We've been at this for an hour. So because I don't have a ton of time, I don't want to, you know, start something and then have to end it. If I end this right now, do we lose anything? Shit, don't do that. Good lord. We honestly should go catch that thing, but whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, just shooting the shit is pretty fun. Apparently the achievement is broken. I just want to know if can you survive, or can you fail the suicide mission and still get it? I have no idea. And yes, you can take Grunt into the final mission, into the final boss, and everyone survives if you do the DLC. I don't know if it was possible before DLC, but if you keep Zaid and do the DLC, you can keep everyone. I've done that before. That's exactly how I did it, actually. Is I took Grunt, because I basically played the whole game with the same 2 characters. You just get Tali and then you use Tali. You basically replace people until you get Grunt, and then Grunt stays in your party the entire game. That's how that works. Basically. You don't New Game Plus Mass Effect 2, by the way, because it gets harder when you New Game Plus it. So we actually New Game Mass Effect with an imported save, but you New Game Plus Mass Effect 1 until you have everything maxed out. And then you sculpt the playthrough of Mass Effect 1 in such a way that you do all the content. And then, I lost my train of thought. And then you import. Am I on the correct stream? Yes, I am. It's not showing the view count. Oh, well. That's a lot of work. I'd have to make Mass Effect thumbnails. When was the last time I did a Mass Effect stream? Probably like 2 years ago, maybe more. Save. Heal ball, because it's pink. You know, that still made my blood turn cold, even though I knew it was going to happen. It's not that hard. No, right. The point is, can you get the insanity trophy if you die? And online, it seems to be ambiguous. No one seems to want to actually risk and take the time to do it. No, I did hear that. It just scared me because I knew it was going to happen, and it always scares me to hear that sound. You have to understand, the last almost 4 years of my life, I've heard that sound, and it's lock-in time every single time. Every time. Makes my blood run cold. It just makes... I'm so happy when I hear that sound. Because, you know, back in the day, you would never have found shinies like this. They were actually just, like, complete random events. You might genuinely play Pokemon for 100 hours and never see a shiny at all. Because the odds were so high and there was no way to lower them. Was that a shiny? That is a shiny Eevee. Yep, very nice. We have time. We'll save real quick. See how it's silver on the right? That's shiny. Love it. I'm getting shiny Eevees in this game faster than everything else. Yeah, day too late. A day too late. I'm gonna have to see. What have I caught other shiny Eevees in? Luxury. Premier Luxury Luxury. It's been a while since I caught one. You know what's crazy? This is probably one of the best spawns in the game to shiny hunt from. If you get the small field here for shinies, it's really good. It's actually amazing. Too bad that the game's AI glitches out like crazy when it tries to tell your Pokemon to move in this area. And they never patched it, and they never will patch it. I think we'd be lucky if this game even gets more updates at this point. Here, I'll move into this chat channel. Let's see if he joins. Y'all might be in luck. You might get a Gundam Otaku co-op stream before we go play Spice Marine. Aye, Spice Marine! But yeah, Mass Effect 2 is not hard to finish. I think the most cryptic thing is the Normandy upgrades. You have to know to go out of your way to buy a bunch of random upgrades for the Normandy. Like, and there's no way to know that, like, you're gonna fly in there and that any of this shit is gonna matter. At all. But, like, I did it anyway, because on my first playthrough, because I was like, I had the money. To be fair, credits in Mass Effect 2 are really rare to get compared to 1. 1, if you look at my playthrough of Mass Effect 1, I have 9,999,999 credits. So, like, money in Omnigel and Mass Effect 1 mean nothing. You max out way before you get to the end of the game. Or rather, on New Game Plus, I should say. It's very easy to max out. I love orcs with a C, alright? Get it right. The difference between orcs with a K and orcs with a C is literally the difference between North and South Korea. Which, funnily enough, is actually a plot point in World of Warcraft. The Blood Elves are actually no different from High Elves. The difference is their allegiance. High Elves stayed loyal to the Alliance, but the majority of Blood Elves abandoned ship. Or the majority of the elven populace of the Eastern Kingdoms joined the Horde because they felt alienated. Also because Sylvanas was also a Blood Elf in her former life. Also because, and the real world reason is because they needed a hot woman race to get women to play not Alliance.
Janice is the one that turns into a dragon, right?
What? No, that's Alex Straza.
Oh.
You know, they actually... I told you about Alex Straza that one time when one of the dragons made a joke about how they couldn't rescue her from her imprisonment and abuse at the hands of the orcs. I think I told you about this. Because people were a little triggered, and I'll be fair, it was kind of a very grim joke for Chromie to make that. It was kind of fucked up, but also what Chromie really meant to say was we can't fuck with the timeline because that might change too much. Anyway, hello Max, welcome. Let me ask you the important question of the stream for everyone. Do you know if you can die in the suicide mission in Mass Effect 2 and still keep the Insanity Trophy? Do you know?
You beat the game at least.
Well, right, but who cares about beating the game? I want the trophy.
What's the Insanity Trophy?
Beat the game on Insanity.
You probably still can, yeah.
I don't know. People online say it didn't work, it's glitched, it doesn't pop. Yeah. Maybe you have to survive, I don't know. Because I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I was going on about the Mass Effect 1 Station DLC, best DLC that you could buy random armor for Rex, like way OP. I did not even know that, because Rex is so broken even without it, I just didn't even know. I just give Rex all the weapons he needs, I buff him, I give him all the armor, and then I just point him to the enemy, and him and Ashley just walk straight forward and kill everything.
Yes, you can get the Insanity Trophy in Mass Effect 2 even if everyone dies, as long as you complete the entire game on Insanity difficulty without lowering it. Even if Shepard dies in the final moments or you fail the suicide mission, which results in a game over and restart. The key is to have the difficulty set to Insanity when you finish the final mission. Dying during the mission itself just means you have to retry until you succeed on Insanity. And if you die at the very end, which is difficult to do if you're trying, you can still get it if you were on Insanity.
Yeah, it really is difficult to do if you're trying. I was saying the only thing you could really fuck up on is not buying the Normandy upgrades. That's really easy to fuck up on.
For Mass Effect 1 player character I'm doing, I think I'm gonna make a save file and kill Ashley.
Oh, you're the worst. So basically my chat is trying to set me up to hate my life, as usual, of course. So this is just a day that ends in Y, but specifically they want me to play the entire Mass Effect trilogy on Insanity.
No, thank you.
Mind you, I've never played Mass Effect 3 on Insanity. Ever. I only played Mass Effect 3 once, actually. So they want me to play Mass Effect 3 on Insanity, and I actually don't know what class is really good for Mass Effect 3.
What?
I know, it's crazy. But yeah, anyway. What's up, bro? I won't be doing much for longer. I did tell this would be a shorter stream.
About to get on Fortnite, get those South Park skins.
Oh, Lord. What a waste of money. But I respect it. I would never pocket watch you.
Like the Expanse Osiris Reborn developer interview.
If you don't level everyone up, points must be spent or someone dies. Is that true? I feel like there's plenty of characters in Mass Effect 2 I literally never use, and they survive. I don't think that's true at all. I think that's a lie. Like, it takes 5 seconds to spend everyone's points, so it's not like it's a crazy thing. The only thing I don't remember is the Joker segment. I think you have to, like, wait under the stairwell at one point or some shit. I don't even remember. But yeah, watching, as I said, Max, watching you play Mass Effect 1 kind of has me wanting to boot it up again, for old time's sake. Where we literally kill Kaidan every playthrough, but this time I'm saving Captain Kirrahe, by the way. That's something I almost never did, and I'm going to save them from now on.
I learned it's pretty easy.
Yeah, you have to warn them.
The one thing you can't miss is literally taking down the alarms.
Yeah, you have to say redirect them to me, we'll be fine. And remember, it's Mass Effect 1. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, thanks, asshole. You know, it's Mass Effect 1. Like, I don't think the game is easy per se until, like, you really max out your gear. And remember, I'm not going to be playing the version with broken immunity. Actually, that changes a lot, by the way. Oh, shit. That's actually brutal. Wait a minute. Maybe Soldier might be better. But you don't need weapons, though. Maybe Vanguard's better? What does Vanguard have as Mass Effect 1 talents?
Warp barrier.
Warp barrier? Do they have fitness?
I think so.
Okay, let's take a look. What do Vanguards have? Mass Effect Wiki. Pistols, shotguns. Fuck off. I'm using... No, go away. Assault training gives you adrenaline burst. Ooh. Tactical armor gives you shield boost, which is huge. Wait, Vanguard only gets medium armor? Oh, then forget it. Throw is kind of shit. Lift is kind of shit. Warp is pretty good. Because it allows everything you do to do more damage. Barrier is pretty good. So you, let's see, Barrier is augmented as a defensive talent. Vanguard, Charm, Paragon. Oh, okay. Well, Electronics is obviously the easiest selection. Decryption is okay, but I don't know. I feel like I think I'm gonna stick with what's it called? Yeah, you don't get fitness. Dude, Infiltrator is just too strong.
My FemShep is gonna be a Soldier because I don't like the way the medium armor in Mass Effect 1 looks.
I mean, Soldier's also good. I think Soldier's the second best.
Soldier's boring!
Listen, you didn't even let me finish. Yeah, I think Soldier's boring as shit, but you can take Electronics, and that's fucking huge. Like, can you even take Decryption? Yeah, you can. Despite having no access to an Omni tool, Decryption can still be good. It overloads weapons. Electronics will help a lot. Yeah, it's probably not that great. It's a decent choice. I think, honestly, I think I'm just going to stick with it. I think Infiltrator is just the strongest class in Mass Effect 1. Being able to hack, decrypt, you could boost your shields to stupid levels. You have access to silences. You have access to everything. The bonus talents are nice. I just have to think, what would be a good bonus talent for Infiltrator now that immunity sucks? Because I'm never playing Sentinel again in Mass Effect 1. That was an incredibly awful playthrough. Proficient with all weapons, immunity, and have 6-second durations. Yeah, even on the Wikipedia, they say it was a perma-god mode. You could have a permanent god mode with fucking immunity. Immunity's cooldown would be longer, or would be shorter than its duration. That is so broken. We were talking about Fallout 4 having broken shit. Yo, imagine having 80% less damage, 100% of the time you have access to any skills. That is game breaking. Absolutely. Oh, and all sniper rifles are steadier, so they're actually usable. Okay.
Now I'm gonna watch me an episode of South Park while I eat my Taco Bell.
I hate you. You know I'm on a diet, and you flaunt your disgusting, filthy, greasy, artery-clogging, heart-stopping food in front of me.
I don't eat Taco Bell very often.
I so want to pig out. I hate you. He's still yapping about Mass Effect. Alright, new topic. Alright, chat, what's our next topic then? That's something I expect Ash to say, honestly. That exactly reads like something Ash would say when she's shitting on me and being a bully.
Oh shit, Season 3 of JJK is out.
It is? Oh, fucking hell. Like, actually out?
Yeah, the first 2 episodes are out right now.
Oh my god, what time is it? Is it 8? Okay, if we watch 2 episodes, it'll be what? About 9? And then we start recording at 9:30, right?
We should be watching Gundam.
Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna watch the new fucking shit before I watch something that's older than both of us combined.
Well, yes,
Almost.
you have to because we have to get you to watch Unicorn.
Good lord. Death. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it, boys and girl. Haruna says Unicorn is peak, by the way. Haruna's my static member. He's the range physical.
Thank you. Because this man loves to talk about, the origin, but doesn't want to watch everything else.
Viv says Gundam Unicorn is so good. What the hell is Unicorn? It's a Gundam show. Despite its girly name, it's apparently one of the best ones in the series, if not the best.
Literally worth the watch.
A bunch of grown men walk into a room and start talking about unicorns. To outsiders, they think they're gay. To Gundam fans, they're peak.
Is that peak, bro?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sniper rifles in Mass Effect 1 is just not that good. They're just not good. Especially now with the proficiency buff, you really don't need to put any points into it. They overheat too quickly. Marksman is so fucking good. Alright, it's official, boys. We are going to play Mass Effect Legendary again. Insanity only. I'm going to hate my life.
Yeah, I like to have fun with games.
I mean, I do think it's fun trying to figure it out. I had to do actual planning instead of just going from mission to mission. It was actually kind of nice. The problem is that guns are fucking normal weapons in Mass Effect 2 as opposed to overheat. People bitching about overheat ruin Mass Effect. And people jerking off Mass Effect 2 ruin Mass Effect even more. I said it, I don't care. Fuck them.
That 2 is good for the darker tone. I don't think it's something to jerk off about, but again, it's like One Piece fans.
Oh lord, now you really want to put your hand on the stove. I know you're memeing. I know, Devin, I know you're not memeing. You would never do such a thing to me.
I literally watch Instagram reels of people being asked what's the top tier anime. Most people are saying One Piece over like Bleach and Naruto. And I'm just like, One Piece fans, holy shit.
Electronics is literally one of the best skills in the game. You know, I will say that. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Damping. Advanced and Master Damping deals the same damage. The crowd control aspect of damping is among the worst in the game behind most biotic abilities. Yeah, honestly. So, like, you could get damping, but it's only 30% wider at max level, which is just shit. It's just not good.
Once you get frictionless materials 9
your
10,
your shit is infinite.
and you get the explosive rounds with the sniper rifles, or the shotguns, oh, disgusting.
No, dude, use the proton rounds. Like, yeah, you deal 50% less damage, but you bypass shields to deal direct damage to health. That shit's broken. That is actually one of the most broken things I've ever seen in a video game.
You know what's a good weapon in Mass Effect 1 once you get it?
What?
The Geth Pulse Rifle.
Have I ever used that? I've just used Spectre gear, I think. How good is the female character design in Mass Effect? Is it any good? I've never made a female character, I don't think.
It's alright.
It's alright, yeah. I mean, I know it's shit in Andromeda, but that's besides the point, and we act like that game didn't exist. Imagine if Mass Effect 4 comes out before KOTOR. I'm gonna have to eat again. I'm gonna have to eat. You know, like, I stopped eating nearly as much meat. So, like, I only eat meat maybe once every few days now. I think I have to eat some tonight.
No, it's good to do that. I watched this guy who does a lot of these reaction to, like, these fitness influencers in quotations giving off wrong advice. Like this one guy walking in a market without his shirt. Talking about These candles are not good. They lower your testosterone.
Any new
Yeah.
shinies? Another one. Look at that. Pink Boniri again, by the way. We have 3 more Eevees that could be shiny, and we have not gotten them yet, by the way.
I just hope if they're saying Full Tour is coming out 2030, it better be worth it.
It won't be. It is not One Piece, nor is it Bleach, nor is it Naruto. Anime needs to be self-contained, tell a cohesive story. Well, okay. I wouldn't say that any of those don't tell cohesive stories. I think that all of them are getting Dragon Balled a bit, where basically they tell these dudes, like, listen, you could either continue to work on your series, or we're just going to take it and just do it on our own. And from what I know, Kishimoto wasn't very involved with the plot of Boruto for the longest.
Yeah, apparently he actually wasn't.
I think Kubo still writes Bleach. He just took a big break. And One Piece, Oda never finished. Like, he's still actively working on it. That's why you don't have to watch Shonen. That is exactly why you watch Shonen.
No,
because
they
you get
have
to grow up alongside it.
The thing about Bleach is they have the material for the anime now, since the manga finished, like, I think 10 years ago.
Like, I have to. I grew up watching everything. See, it's funny that you say that, because I actually really, really like series that go on way too fucking long. I love that. I love when a series is long enough that, like, you have an actual arc of your life that revolves around it. That's one of my favorite feelings.
Like One Piece.
Yeah, and that's why, like, that's one thing I like about One Piece, even if I think some of the arcs are kind of stupid and silly. I do think the best arcs are probably in the past, in my opinion, which is going to get me absolutely assassinated in the street one day. But, you know, I do enjoy it still. I think both of them do,
Man literally said Whole Cake was overrated.
Whole Cake sucked. That was one of the worst arcs in the show. Genuinely, I'm not even shitposting. Whole Cake Island was one of the worst arcs. It's like Enies Lobby, but shittier. And also, it had 10,000% more plot armor than every other arc in the game. Hilarious. In the show. I did not enjoy Whole Cake. I was watching this like, damn, this is the arc that everyone fucking jerk off? Really? Remember, I had come down from a Dressrosa high. I basically marathoned the shit out of Dressrosa. That's like my second, if not third favorite arc in the entire show. And then I watched Whole Cake. I was like, wow, this is my, like, third least favorite arc. Behind, like, ahead of Long Ring Land and Thriller Bark. This arc sucks. Because it just feels like a Temu Wish.com version of fucking Enies Lobby, but shittier. Dressrosa was fucking amazing. That was one of the best arcs I'd seen in the entire show. And my favorite part is that it's basically a giant throwback to my second favorite arc. Or, sorry, my actual favorite arc, which is Alabasta. Fucking god tier. Fuck you for not liking Thriller Bark. Shit was way too long. Could have cut that shit down in half. Remember, I'm watching the raw episodes. I'm not watching One Piece. I am watching at 1.25 speed, but I am watching the original as intended arcs. Terrible. Thriller Bark was boring. What happens in it is cool. It could have happened much faster. That pacing was dog shit. Definitely the worst arc because of the pacing alone. The plot is actually not that terrible. Although Moria is not a great villain, I won't lie. I didn't really care much for him. But basically the whole arc is, here's a bunch of things that come out later that are going to be important, and you should care about it because all this stuff is important and will be. And obviously today we know what happens with Lola and the Beaver card, which was kind of fucking nothing at the end of the day, which was like the biggest Chekhov gun ever. And they mentioned Wano in whole case, or in Thriller Bark, so I was like, okay, fair. Like, that whole first half of Thriller Bark could have been cut, and I don't think anything would have been lost. It's literally them just running around a fucking running around a forest. I was bored. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And remember, that's coming off the high again of Enies Lobby, which is my third or second favorite arc. I really put it in the top 3. I haven't really, made a list in a while. That shit was good. They absolutely knew what the hell they were doing with that. That was very well written. It was very interesting. I didn't really care much for Saba Odi, but it has the coolest moment in the show, I would say. And part 2 kind of starts slow. I didn't really like Fishman Isle that much. And I didn't really like... Brooke is one of my least favorite Straw Hats. Because he's one note. It's a panty joke every time he's on stream. On stream, Jesus, on screen. It's just a panty joke. It got boring really quickly. Like, I agree that Sanji's, like, constant, like, simping for women is also kind of awful. But Sanji has, like, good fights, and I think he has, like, a semi-decent backstory. So that kind of makes it feel... It just works a little bit better, in my opinion. Yeah, we'll watch the news shit, Max. We'll do that in a few minutes. I'll get something to eat, and we'll fucking shoot the shit. Because we're playing Spice Marine, and basically once Space Marine 1 is done, we could go right into 2. And then once KOTOR's done... What should we do once KOTOR's done? You want to do Yakuza, or you want to hold that off and... I don't know, actually.
No, Devil May Cry 5.
Ah, that's a good point. There you go. Okay, that or I gotta prep Batman. That's gonna be really fun, by the way. I can't wait to run around and do a whole bunch of stuff.
Ah, yes, the Riddler trope. Holy shit.
Also, I didn't care about any of the stupid animal characters that they introduced.
In what?
In One Piece. Like, they're cool. I liked some of the backstory. I didn't really care that there's a whole island of, or, you know, a whole place of, what's it called? Walking, talking animal creatures. Like, I could respect it a little bit because, you know, the Beastmen plot lines generally are pretty good in anime and shit, but I didn't really care that much. I don't care about Carrot at all. Pedro was kind of cool, I guess. But that's about it. I wasn't a huge fan of it.
Dead Island 2.
Oh, Lord. Did I buy Dead Island 2?
$4.99 on Steam right now.
Oh, cooked. Yeah, they took way too long to release that, by the way.
Yeah, and Anthem's server shut down.
Thank
so
you,
there's no
goodbye.
way for people to make fan servers.
All that time and effort for nothing. Literally a waste of fucking time. They did all that work to make a game that would just sit around for 6 years and then just get murdered in its 7th year. I'm telling you, man, BioWare cannot deliver shit, but no one's gonna listen to me until it's too late. Remember when I did that Anthem video? That shit still has to be up on my channel, right? That's gotta be up on my channel still. I did a whole ass video for the uninitiated. Where's Firefox? What the fuck? Where is it? Here it is. Let's see. His fights are lacking. Yeah, Brook does not have good fights, and I don't like his character that much. He has a tragic backstory, sure, but that's about it. Tragic backstories in One Piece is just, I'm a character and I exist. Unless your name is Luffy. The Great Anthem Burial episode? No. What the hell did I do? Wait. BioWare. Dude, I made an Anthem episode, right? What the fuck happened to it? Was it a podcast? I actually don't remember. Wait, I'm so confused. What happened to the Anthem episode? Oh, putting EA in is not going to give me anything when Fire Emblem exists. God damn it.
Somebody told me they have a friend that bought Metroid Prime 4 because he buys a lot of games that he doesn't, all the new games that he doesn't finish. I told him, boy, oh boy, you should probably tell your friend he does not want to finish Prime 4.
No, you should finish it, but you should push towards the fucking end. At least I think, fuck it, you know what I realize? Like, I'm just never gonna fucking play that game again, probably. Maybe it'll be a long fucking time before I play it.
Not even if they release story DLC?
There won't be any story DLC, so I'm pretty safe in saying no. I think Brook is a great support character. I think he's best when he's bouncing off other characters. Yeah, I agree. What's the blonde, furry tiger girl from Zenless Zema Zone or whatever called, Max?
Okra.
There you go. Like the
wood
or whatever, the wheat or whatever.
Okra. Wood.
Oh, wood. Okay.
Call me a furry. Wood.
Oh my god, what the fuck? I hated my life. I hate my life. Nothing good has ever happened. Ever in human
Funny
history.
enough, I'm actually enjoying getting back into these. It has been fun. I find myself getting back into it more than I would than any other MiHoYo game. I can't get into Honkai Impact again. I
I couldn't, man.
I can't get into Genshin.
I couldn't even get into any of those. I like the Onisan maid with the giant buzzsaw, says Narg.
The Onisan maid with the buzzsaw. No, that's the little maid. That's I know who he's talking about.
Dude, what was that fucking Anthem video I made? I don't remember what it was. I'm very confused. What was the Anthem video I made? It had to have been in 2019. I just don't remember what it was. How have I lost this video? I definitely made it. The head maid, the big one, platinum blonde.
Oh, that's Alexandria, I believe. Yes.
Damn, they even gave her a basic ass name?
Yeah. Then we got Ellen, the shark maid everybody lit. But
you know what we need more of? We need more women with names like Genevieve. You don't hear a lot of that in America. That's a unique name. That's
literally
like a
Dark Souls.
Name. Oh no.
Yeah. Was it Guinevere?
That was Guinevere. That's fantasy. Like you walk into a place, some blonde French woman walks up, hello. Hello. My name is Genevieve. Something like that. Too many Stacys and Jessicas? Yeah, too many Jessicas for sure. That's a common ass name. That's like the Jack, but for women. Imagine, like, your parents, and you decide that your kid's gonna be named Jack. Like, oh, wow, you really put a lot of thought into that, huh? Sorry, Max.
Just because I'm willing to romance peak characters like Jack.
No, I'm not even talking about Mass Effect, dude. Oh.
Man's are still bothered by the fact that Ashley and Vega get together.
That is the most disgusting pairing I think I've ever seen, bro. Yeah, Devin is rare enough. I agree. You gotta have a rare name. Something that no one's ever heard of before. So that way you never meet anyone who has your name. You're like one of 5 people in America that has the same name. I don't think I've ever met another Malcolm in my life. Maybe I have. I don't think so, though. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm actually hungry. I hate it. All right. What do we have? Nothing. After all this time, we still have nothing. Help. You can definitely have a full room of shinies. People post that all the time. We're just getting very unlucky with the remaining 6 Pokemon. By the way, if we were to play this on Switch 1, it would take longer. It's actually more efficient to play this on Switch 2. Given the choice. Hilarious, right? I sat next to 4 different people named Jacob. Did we? I don't know if I've ever been in my grade. People all having the same name. I don't think so, but I also don't remember. So, like, you know, what do I even remember at this point? You know, it's been over a decade and a half almost since I was in high school, so. You want to know what does show up when I search EA on my channel? Fucking Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I wish I still had the raw footage for me stacking those rocks. I shit you not, it was 2 hours long. That shit was crazy. I really hope I did not delete it, but I feel like I did. See, like, that's the difference between Valhalla and how much I cared about Valhalla and Assassin's Creed Shadows. Shadows is just A to B, complete the story, which, by the way, it's a non-ending, Max. There's literally nothing happens the whole fucking game. Whereas in Valhalla, I'll stack rocks for 2 hours.
You're okay with that.
Yeah, because it was fun. I did it. I succeeded. I like challenging myself. Yes. Max, you know how when you sit in a corner in a shooter for too long, you start wondering, like, damn, am I wasting my time? Am I missing something?
I don't do that.
Okay, well, yeah, you just run out and die. But besides that, let's pretend that you did that.
Hello? I've been having really good games lately with my new computer. Thank you very much.
Please show me your KD.
23 and 12 one game.
Oh, my.
Excuse you.
Absolute insanity. I knew a girl who was literally named Dimple. Imagine being the kid that has to grow up being named like Goku, or Naruto, or Ichigo. Imagine being that dude.
Naming your kid Gohan by using a survey.
Oh, Lord. I'm gonna name my kid fucking Luffy, dude. Weeaboo parents are gonna be such a scourge on humanity, it's gonna be insane. Up, are they double? No, only one.
Somebody's gonna name their daughter Nami.
Awful. I think I told you I know someone actually named Gohan. Yeah, me too. Wait till the One Piece, I need to be careful about what I say. Wait until the One Piece people start having kids. If they do. Heavens, if we're lucky, they won't.
Somebody's gonna have a Poke Island themed wedding.
Oh my god, no. I'm not attending on principle.
Look, dudes out here, people will be marrying on Final Fantasy 14 and in real life be bringing that shit.
And do I not make fun of in-game weddings all the fucking time, bro?
Literally the freaking, what was it, the RB and Chief episode where RB and Chief disrupted that one wedding.
And the thing is, though, is that they then ran that shit back again, and it just wasn't as fresh as the first 3 seasons. It's like SpongeBob. I'll give CJG credit. He is basically like probably a one-man show, if not a 1 or 2-man show. I'll give him credit where it's due. He still tries to be funny. But I'm sure, like, I think now he's just old. He just doesn't do it anymore. Or not old, but he's just older. Bro is in his fucking apartment making, you know, shows with fucking action figures. And you know what?
That show got dark, man. Finding out how he killed Cortana was insane.
I feel like he hit the same, like, existential I'm turning 30 crisis that everyone does. You start to realize your best years are behind you, so you start looking for meaning elsewhere, and that shit hits hard, brother. That will change your whole life. You're gonna start looking at shit from a slant with a Dutch angle. Oh my god. That was brutal.
Did you, see how much the Steam machine is gonna be?
Yeah, 1K. Isn't that nice?
Yep. 2 terabytes, $1,070.
How much can you expand it? I still might get it, though. That's gonna be a really, really stupid purchase, though. No, wait, actually, no, I can't even play Final Fantasy on it. What the fuck? Never mind,
why?
I'm free.
Wait, why?
Because you can't, if you own Final Fantasy via Windows and not Steam, you cannot log into your account on a Steam client, apparently. There's no...
What?
Yes, so once you play Windows, you have to play Windows. Once you play Steam, you definitely have to play Steam, allegedly. I could be wrong about that. But that's kind of what I read when I did like 5 minutes of Googling. And I was like, oh, okay, then I'm free. I don't have to do it. So like if I'm going to have a 14 machine, I'm just going to take this computer and just move it over and just do that. It will never be worked out. That's not how Square Enix works. It's a feature, not a bug. Maybe you could, and I just didn't read it correctly, but I kind of half read it, and I was like, then fuck it, I'm not buying a Steam machine. And like, honestly, like, what would I play on a Steam machine that I couldn't just play on whatever? I don't know, I'd have to think of another reason to get a Steam machine. Pretty much every game I would play for the channel, I would play on a console. Any European ancestry here says a lot about you. Yeah, I wonder what your ancestors were doing in the 1940s. Steam machine exclusives. Yeah, it's called Half-Life. Imagine if they said, "Hey, Half-Life is coming out, but it'll come out first for a year on the Steam machine." Half-Life Episode 3 as a teaser before Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Team Fortress 3, Counter-Strike still gets love.
Imagine if
Day of
Scalebound was
Defeat.
for Resurgence.
Day of Defeat, they start actually like trying to bring in the Call of Duty crowd. Could you imagine?
Matthew Lillard chases intruder off his property in his underwear in freezing cold weather.
That's so stew-coated, it's crazy. Alright, what are we catching this shit in? Love Ball? Oh, there's another shiny Eevee. Did you see that? It's right there. I didn't even see it this whole time. Holy shit. That's actually crazy. We have 2 shiny Eevees. I didn't even see it. There it is, right there. Alright, so what are we catching these Eevees in? That's the real question. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many evolutions are there? 8? Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon. Alright, we need 8 Eevees. Okay, yeah, no worries, Devin. You have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated, as always. Do we get our shiny Vaporeon? Very nice. All right. Purple just makes it more enticing. What? I hate you. I actually hate you. I hate that I read it and didn't even think about what I was reading.
What?
Nothing. I'm not even going to repeat it.
Was it something I posted?
Oh, there's 2 more. Holy shit. Never mind. This shit worked amazingly. Okay, we'll teleport, actually. I don't know if I spooked it. Yeah, there's 2 more Eevee on the hill. I didn't even see that shit. Look at that. They're far off. Alright, let's catch them. Let's not mess around too much. I don't want to become a victim of Hoopa. Alright, what's a good Pokeball to catch a Flareon in? Honestly, do we just put them on luxury balls and call it a day?
No. Do you?
I only have 1 more Love Ball, though. I can't blow it on a Sylveon. Oh, fuck. See, that's the thing. I wish you could just buy the apricot balls, man. This sucks. They need more Pokeballs, just purely for the design. It's ridiculous. Dive Ball for shiny Glaceon? Yeah, we could do that. Dream Ball, which they had to change the effect of, by the way, because there's no more Pokemon Dream Radar. I think we just do Luxury, personally. Does Eevee flee, by the way?
I have to admit, South Park really played. South Park, as insignificant as it was, did have some part in my childhood.
You could see the boost getting super massive in this, by the way, because you have a ×3 and a back attack is like another ×2. It's actually ridiculous how high those odds become. Okay. Okay. What was that noise? Ah, it's too late to get the catch window one. I kind of crept around a little too much. It's fine. I will not be victimized by Hoopa. Alright, very nice. Well, I'd say that was incredibly successful. 3 shiny, what was it, 3 shiny Eevees and what, 2 Bunearys? That was like an insane drop from that one hole. It just sucks it took so long, but whatever. Nothing you could do. But what happened to one of the Bunearys? What the fuck? Alright, if anyone has any final words to say it now, or forever hold your peace. Didn't we catch 2? Yeah, here we go. Very nice, look at that.
Oh.
No, I didn't catch the whole harem. And plus, there's only 1 female Eevee in here. I lied, there's 3. It's actually quite a lot. Yeah, so we have what? 3, 4, 7. We need 1 more shiny Eevee and we could have the entire evolution family. Think about that. Every single one. We could have an army of them. We could have the entire Totodile line in evolutions. Look at this. See, I'm liking this. I like shiny hunting, man. This is fun. This is actually very fun to me. The only thing I will do now, and I actually will do it, is I will grind money on my own time. I need to do that. I need money. I don't think there's anything else even worth doing here. Like, I basically only show up if, like, okay, like Galarian Slowpoke, maybe, but I don't really know if I care that much about it, because it's kind of whatever. And, look at this. Look at this great hole. Munna. Abra. I already have shiny Abra. So yeah, like most of these I just wouldn't bother with, you know? Like Carvanha's always cool, don't get it twisted, but yes, I don't know. Anyway, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thanks Devin, thanks Narg, thanks Runa, thanks Ash, thanks Viv. Thanks, I think Raiden was here. Yeah, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Much appreciated. Tomorrow, Outer Worlds. Because the first game will definitely
finish Outer Worlds too, honestly.
It'll definitely be on super sale by the time I'm ready for it.
That was interesting.
They don't even let you waifu Parvati. It's bullshit.
Well, again, she's like freaking Kasumi.
I know, I'm just saying, man. Whatever. Anyway, thanks everyone for showing up. I'm gonna get something to eat because I'm starving and this dude made me hungry with his fucking Taco Bell. Smacking his lips and just... Wait, what's happening? Marvel Rivals X Fortnite. I'm so glad Nintendo holds the line. We will not have Mario jumping around with a shotgun. Fuck you. About to get raided. Oh, the police. I thought he meant on the stream. I'm like, who the fuck is showing up to the stream at the last couple of minutes? Listen, man. It's rough out there, dude. You think Fallout's bad? You have nothing prepared from Donnie's New York. Spray's apartment about to be a ready or not stage? Oh my god. I'm not the streamer, dude, okay? I don't have dyed blue and pink hair and make content for kids. I actively tell you, my content is not for anyone under the age of 18. I say this all the time. I would even if I went back in time, I'd probably even make that joke when I was under 18. I'd be like, yeah, how do I channel old me? Oh, you got it. No, that's not it. How do I even channel old me? I can't even do it anymore. If it wasn't for this channel, old me would be gone. Yeah, I will drink it. I'd have to drink my sorrows away. That is true. I have to remember. Oh my god, I'm not Black Ops 3ing it. Which, by the way, Max.
Yep.
We will begin the Call of Duty.
I just have to wait for a sale.
No, I already have it. What? Dude, you're not buying Black Ops 7. Damn, okay. You didn't even kick back. Yeah, I'm saving you $60. Oh, thanks. You're a great friend.
70.
Even better. Well, I bought it used. Oh, yeah, because you're not going to buy it. Brother, are you out of your god? Oh, okay. I have to have a serious business conversation with my fucking co-host and co-partner here, right? Max, what do you want to say to your enduring fans?
Gonna be all right.
Endure.
And let's not reference that particular
Endure. Dude, what is happening outside? Did a bunch of Somalians invade Manhattan?
Okay. You see, now you're gonna get blasted.
What? Listen, man, we already have enough leering centers here. What are we talking about?
Leering centers is crazy.
Oh my god, dude, that's so funny. All right, I'm